Good evening and welcome to the Wednesday, June 15th school committee meeting. This meeting is live and being recorded on LCTV and live streamed on longmeadow.org. We'll begin this evening with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Longmeadow School Committee maintains educational policies that foster continuous improvement by challenging and supporting all children in a safe and caring learning environment, enabling them to reach their highest potential and become productive citizens. Through effective communication and positive relationships, the Longmeadow School Committee will make informed decisions in the best interest of the students, the schools, and the Longmeadow community. And I would like to begin tonight by welcoming our two new members, Stephanie Jasmine and Jessica Hutchins. Welcome to the committee. We're happy you're here and eager to work with you. And at this point, I will be handing the meeting over to the superintendent of schools for the reorganization of the school committee.
Good evening. Tonight's always an exciting night as we reassign positions. So I know last year I was asked to start with the clerk, so I'll take nominations for the position of clerk.
I'll nominate Jessica Hutchins to be clerk.
A second?
I would nominate Liz.
Is that a motion? Okay.
Oh, second,
I'm
sorry.
not going to accept the nomination.
Okay.
But thank you.
Sure. Okay, we have a motion.
Okay.
Is there a second on Liz?
Oh, I seconded.
Okay, motion, or you two.
Are there any other nominations? Okay, all those in favor of putting Liz in as clerk? Okay, all opposed? Okay, we have a unanimous vote. Next, the vice chair. I'd open it up for nominations of vice chair.
I nominate John Fitzgerald.
Second.
I nominate Russ. Second?
Oh, I think we have to take them in order, all right?
For the vote?
Well, we have to go one and then the other, right?
I think we can discuss the
I
names
think
together.
we'll take the nominations, discuss, and then have the
Yeah,
vote.
yeah.
Is there anybody else that wants to do it? Vice Chair? No?
Okay?
I guess do you want to, I guess, each talk about why you'd like this role?
I'll go first if you want.
Sure.
I've been serving here now, going into my 9th year. That's following on over 30 years as a public school educator. I've got a very strong commitment to public school education, K through 12, but also up into the university level and graduate school. I have respect for education and respect for educators, and I like the fact that I was part of the group that adopted the mission statement and a vision statement several years ago that culminated in the philosophy, Eyes on the Child. I think we're here to represent the students' best interests and should view ourselves as trustees of the students of the school system. So it's on that basis that I make my case. Thank you.
Well, I think I'd be more than willing to do it. Obviously I'm involved in education and I ran for the school committee because I think the schools are very important. I didn't really have any plans to do it, but I certainly would be willing to do it if that's what the committee would like me to do. So I'd be honored to do it if you decide to choose me, I guess.
All right. The way we will take the vote is I will ask first those in favor of John, and then I'll ask those in favor of Liz. So let's start in the order.
You said Liz.
Oh.
I'm
Russ.
sorry, Russ, I'm sorry. All those in favor of John being vice chair of the committee? 3. All those opposed?
Oh, I'm sorry. So this is where you vote for...
Just John. Okay, so 3-3 abstaining?
Yes.
Okay, so we have 3-3-0. All right, next, Russ. All those in favor of Russ being chair?
Can we vote again?
Yeah, it's two different motions, right?
Yes, you can. 4 in favor, all those opposed?
Well, I'm going to abstain on that.
Okay, all those abstaining? Liz, was yours a no or?
Sorry, mine was no.
Okay, 1 no, and all those abstaining?
Abstaining.
Okay, 2 abstentions. Okay, so Russ is the new vice chair. Congratulations, Russ.
Thanks.
And now I will take nominations for chair.
I'd like to nominate Michael Clark.
Okay. Other nominations?
I second that.
Okay.
I
Russ?
nominate Jess Hutchins.
Okay,
A second.
all right. Other nominations? Okay, discussion?
I think, based on the year we just had, I think it would make sense to try something new. I think Jess has done it before. She's been on the school committee before. And it was at a time when I think the school committee was pretty successful at running the school. So I know Jess from, around town. I think she's a good person. I think she would do a good job leading us. I also think Michael would do a good job too. So that's, but I really think that, I know, Michael, you've done it a number of times, been chair. And in some ways, I think it's kind of preferable just to do the, rotate the chair position over time. I mean, some committees do it every single year. I think actually that used to happen here at some point. So anyway, that's my rationale for nominating Jess.
Can I speak? Sure. I would also, I'd also like to say something about Jess being chair. I think I'm excited about the energy that she's going to bring to this committee. The fact that she's been on school committee before is exciting, but her background is exciting to me too. I think that she can, she's going to offer a lot to the committee and a new energy, and I think many of us are looking for that. So that's what I'll be voting in favor of her.
Any other discussion? Okay.
Do you want to speak yourselves?
Jess, would you like to speak?
I don't really have anything to say other than I really am touched by your words and your support, and I would be honored to be the chair of the school committee. Thank you.
Michael, would you like to speak?
Well, I certainly appreciate, John's nomination, and I appreciate Liz seconding it. Obviously, I have been on this committee for 6 years and have served in the role previously through very difficult budget times, which we're about to face, and we have a brand new superintendent coming in, which I think, having history, having experience is a good thing. Certainly I can tell that the winds are not shifting in my direction tonight, which is fine. But I would, certainly be honored to be the chair of the school committee for this year. I think that, in some ways it's a little unprecedented to have a new person do that, but I certainly can understand if the committee feels that's the direction we need to go in, and would, work the same way I've always worked. But I'm committed to doing a great job, as I always have been, committed to giving myself entirely to the committee, which I always have done, and really worked without any specific interest other than doing what's in the best interest of the Longmeadow community. So with that being said, I certainly would appreciate the support of the committee, but that's where I'm at.
Okay. Any other comments? John?
Yeah, I'm supporting Michael because of his experience. He's been on different sides of different issues, and I think he understands the dynamics of the school committee, that we can have arguments in here about what we think is the right thing to do, but we have to keep coming back to what's in the best interest of the school population as a whole, specifically eyes on the child. So for that reason, although I have a lot of respect for a former school committee person who served well, I'm going to continue to support Michael.
Michelle?
I think both of you would do a fantastic job. Jess, you've done it before, and Michael, I've been on the committee with you before. I think we'd be lucky to have both of you. I will be supporting Jess because I do think that it would be a great addition to have a change in the room who's been watching from the outside instead of the inside. I think that will be a positive for us, and your background is fantastic for this position too. So,
Thank you.
So I'm going to withdraw my name from consideration.
Okay. Any other discussion? All right, so at this time, I'll call for a vote for Jessica Hutchins as chair of the school committee. All those in favor? All those opposed? No abstentions, so we have 6-1. Congratulations, Jessica.
Thank you.
At this point, I pass the meeting over to you. I am going to excuse myself. I had plans with friends from out of town before this meeting was called, so they're waiting for me for dinner. So
Enjoy.
I'm going to excuse myself.
Thank you.
Good night.
Yeah, Russ, you can move over here.
Okay.
Break your shingle with that. And I think I'm supposed to be here next to the clerk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, everyone all set? Yes. Thank you again for everybody's support and your words. They mean a lot to me, and I wanted to thank the voters and everybody who came out to support me and encourage me to run for school committee. It really means a lot to me, and I'm very honored to be here, and I'm very honored to be the chair, and I thank you. And I also thank the current school committee members who have worked so tirelessly over the years and put in so much time, so much effort, so much of your personal time to serve on behalf of our children and on behalf of our community. And I'm very grateful for that. I would like to thank the members who have left us, Janet Robinson and Kim King. And I would like to also welcome and congratulate Stephanie Jasmine. And I know she'll be an excellent addition to the committee. Thank you. So I'm really excited about this year. We have a lot to do and really looking forward to it. So first on the agenda for tonight, do we want to have school committee comments? Would anyone like to say anything before we discuss the Wolf Swamp issue? Nobody? Okay. All right, so we'll move ahead. Marty O'Shea is here with us, and would you like to come up to the table and introduce? Thank you. Thank you for coming tonight.
I appreciate the opportunity.
I'm sure you're incredibly busy these days.
A few things going on. It's May and June are busy times for everybody,
A couple
all of our
things.
families, and for you as well, I'm sure. And again, congratulations to you, and I look forward to working with you and the rest of the committee to build on the great work that's happened. So I'm here tonight with some exciting news. We, as you are well aware, the community is well aware, we had the task of finding a new principal at Wolf Swamp Road Elementary School. And thanks to the leadership of Tom Mazza and other administrators, we put together a great screening committee, had a number of qualified applicants, and went through rigorous interview process, and eventually the screening committee narrowed the field to 2 outstanding candidates. One to my right, Beth Nelson, a familiar face to most of you, and another candidate, Aaron Morris, who was an administrator in Holyoke. And so at that point, I became very involved in the process, and there was site visits to each candidate's school, and the candidates also visited Wolf Swamp, and we invited the candidates to meet with parents on an evening session. And so through that process, we were able to get a good understanding of the strengths that each candidate brought as a potential leader of Wolf Swamp Road Elementary School. And so I'm really pleased tonight to announce and publicly present Dr. Beth Nelson as the next principal of Wolf Swamp Road Elementary School. So Beth, congratulations. I'll let Beth tell her own story, but she comes to us with a wealth of experience as a classroom teacher in a variety of settings, and most recently has served as the assistant principal and a special education supervisor at Glenbrook Middle School. So we're very, very excited, and have gotten a lot of great feedback from the Wolf Swamp community, and they're also excited about bringing Beth on board. So congratulations, and maybe Beth wants to say a few words and conversation with the committee.
I'll certainly take questions from any of you, but I just want to thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for those of you who have reached out already. Mr. Fitzgerald, who gave his time on the search committee, I greatly appreciate that. Many of you I have been fortunate to interact with already at a professional capacity, so I look forward to working with you moving forward. I'm very excited to take over the principalship at Wolf Swamp Road School. It's an excellent opportunity. My entire teaching career was at the elementary level, so when the position came available, as hard as it was to leave Glenbrook and to leave the fantastic staff that we had there, it was a natural move for me to be able to step into an administrative role at the higher level. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity. I want to continue the amazing work that's already being done at Wolf Swamp, and really continue to move the students forward.
If the committee has any questions, comments, Beth is she's faced many questions over the last month or so, I'm sure she'd be happy to entertain any comments or questions.
Does anybody have any questions?
No, I just wanted to say congratulations.
Thank
I'm
you.
really excited.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to working with you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very much looking forward to working with you. I know that Wolf Swamp is a very committed and involved group of parents and families, and I'm sure you're looking forward to working with them. I know a lot of them were involved in the process and had a lot of feedback and ideas, and I hope that was a good experience for you and will continue to be a good experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Beth has already thrown herself into it. She has already immersing herself in the Wolf Swamp community, and so it'll be a smooth transition. I know Dr. Kyle will remain by her side and be a source of continuing support even as he moves on to his new role. So,
That's great.
all right.
Did either one of you guys have any questions?
No, just
Anyone?
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we all set with contract negotiations, all that done?
We're all set. Yeah.
I
Beth-
signed this afternoon. So
Oh, wow.
It is official.
So you start tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, I was actually at an RTI meeting this afternoon after school, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
No turning back now.
Great.
All right. And I'm happy to hang out for the rest of your meeting. I know, Beth, you're certainly welcome as well, but family to get back to, so.
Okay.
This will be our shortest
That's great.
meeting ever, so.
What's that?
Yeah.
This will be our shortest meeting
Shortest
ever.
meeting. Okay, They won't all be
You
like
lucked
this.
out.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so next on the agenda, we have the conference to discuss. And Diane, would you mind just giving the committee a little bit of information about the conference? And
Yeah.
the one thing that I did notice that it's the same weekend as the Leaf Gala, which is unfortunate.
You're usually
but
home by Friday night, though. So Leaf Gala is usually Saturdays. It would be that
Yeah,
Saturday,
I'll
the
do Saturday.
2nd
Okay.
or something.
Okay.
Or the 6th. Just, in recent years, we've offered it to the whole committee. And it's a budgetary issue. If you want to all go, that's fine. You guys control the budget, so that's fine. And the superintendent has gone along with this school committee. About 3 years ago, we would only send like 2 or 3 of you. So it's totally up to the committee as to what you want to do, who wants to go. And if I can get an idea, then I can put in room. The reason it's on the agenda so soon is room reservations fill up extremely fast. I know I've already sent off mine because I want to go to my portion of the conference. But if you're thinking of going for the I think it's 3 nights, I'd like to get those room reservations off as soon as possible.
Russ?
So could we kind of just determine who wants to go? I mean, I know some of us in the past decided they didn't want to go, so that could limit the number to 2 or 3 anyway, potentially. But
Yeah, I'm not interested in going this year, but I strongly recommend it, especially for new folks on the
Yeah.
committee. It's a high-quality, professional presentation. It's worth your while. So
And you
I
can-
encourage people to consider it.
And you can get your 8 hours of training that you have to do in the first year through the conference. That counts if you take the right courses, which I did last year.
Yeah, I plan to attend.
I would go if the committee wanted everyone to go. I think it would also be beneficial if we wanted to save some money to send the new members and maybe one other person or something, but I don't know what it amounts to, but if we're looking to save a little bit, I'd be happy to not go.
Are we making a decision on whether the entire committee is going today, or does a decision need to be made today as to who's going? And
What kind of time frame do you think?
In recent years, by the second week in July, the hotel is booked. So if you want to
Okay.
stay at the conference center, I will need to know really soon.
Is it difficult if you're not staying at the conference center in terms of attending?
It's not
The-
as-
I've never been as a committee
Okay.
member, so I don't think you
Okay.
get the full experience.
All right. Well, you can definitely count me in, and I guess everybody else will. Stephanie?
Yeah. I'm just seeing the date now, and then I'm seeing what's covered, so I would like to at least look it over this
Okay.
evening and then let you know.
I mean, I would probably go as well. I thought it was pretty, I went to a lot of the different trainings and everything. I thought that was good. And it was also kind of good to get the committee together in a social setting where we can talk about things other than business. So,
And it's for it's well attended by members of the Superintendent's Association. It's the only joint conference, so it is high quality, great opportunity to network, learn about best practice, programming. You meet some vendors that provide information about services and offerings, so I would recommend it as well.
what do you think, Liz?
I'm going to be working, so I'm not going to go this year because I already took the time off and got my professional development through it, so.
What do you think, Michael?
I've gone. It's good. I'll go again. I don't have to, so whatever works.
I was going to ask Marty, do you have a preference? Do you want as many of us who can go to go, or?
I think it's great to stay engaged with the association. I think it is an opportunity for, if schedules allow and budgets allow, it's an opportunity for the committee to connect and exchange ideas around best practice and direction and engage socially. So it's a valuable, I think it's a very valuable use of your time, but the more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned, but understand that budgets could restrict that decision as well, so.
Okay.
So I have an idea.
Yes.
Okay.
Would you like us to give you definitive answers like in the next couple days or something? or-
In the next week or so, yeah. That'd be great.
Okay, so tonight, I'm the only one who's a definite, and everybody else will get back to Diane then. Follow up with her? Okay.
Well, I'm definitely not
And
going.
you're definitely, John's definitely not going,
Yeah.
and Liz is definitely not going.
Okay.
Okay.
So the others will get back to me.
I
Perfect.
mean, I'd say
Russ?
probably
Yes.
definitely going.
Okay. 2 of them. Okay.
All right, that's progress.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Just related to scheduling, I wanted to look a little bit at the calendar and what we have on the calendar, looking ahead, and also, whether the school committee wants to discuss a goal-setting meeting now. I think it might be a good idea to do that today. If we
Tom,
can.
I don't mean to interrupt.
You're not interrupting.
For warrant, I don't have the warrant calendar for the summer yet.
Okay.
Tom Mazza will have that, and he's
Okay.
not here tonight. He is planning on bringing it up at your next meeting for you all to set the dates for your summer meetings, where a lot is done usually during the day, just to come in, vote warrants, and anything really hot that needs to be in front of the committee. I don't have that information, so I can't guide you as to what dates he needs you to be meeting so that warrants can be approved and paid, bills paid.
Okay. Russ?
I would suggest that we have a meeting scheduled for the 22nd and the 27th. I would suggest that we try to do one of the two, but not both.
We don't have a meeting on the 22nd of June.
22nd?
You only have the 27th.
The 27th is your next meeting.
The finance meeting.
Yeah.
13 and 14.
It listed as the 22nd.
Finance is the 22nd.
Yeah.
Finance subcommittee.
Okay.
So maybe it would be good to start with talking about the 27th, because I'm out of town that day. I'm not available on the 27th. Do we want to wait to try to coordinate with Tom and Sue about rescheduling?
There will be a warrant that it needs to get approved that week.
Okay, so I wonder if we could look at either Tuesday the 28th or Wednesday the 29th
I could do either one.
as possibilities.
I can do either.
Okay. Michelle?
I'll be calling in for remote participation.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Yep.
Either one works then?
What's that?
Either date works then?
Yes.
I'm okay for either one.
I can only do Tuesday.
Tuesday?
I'm unavailable.
Okay. Stephanie, did you just...
I can do either.
You can do either. You said you can do either. Okay. So it looks like Tuesday's the winner. Tuesday the 28th, and hopefully we can confirm that with Tom and with Sue.
What time?
So that's a
That's
very
7
good
p.m.
question.
That's 7 p.m.
Well, let's talk about whether we want to start at 7. We could certainly start at 6. What is the committee? Does anybody have any thoughts about time?
6 would be fine with me.
Okay.
6
John?
works for me.
Liz?
Might even get out early that way.
Yeah. I think 6 is a nice time. Michelle, you're going to be remote, but 6 works for you also? Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so 6 p.m. on Tuesday, June 28th.
And we're still having our meeting on the 27th, though, correct?
That one is canceled.
Oh, okay.
And
I thought you
rescheduled
said we
to
had approved warrants.
28th.
Yeah, but
That
you can
week.
do that Tuesday.
Oh, that
night.
week is fine, okay. All right, I just want to check. I'll take it off my calendar.
Thank you for checking that, Liz. I appreciate it.
Can I ask, are there other things on the agenda other than the scheduling for that, for the 27th?
There will be.
Okay.
Now it's the 28th, though.
Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
There will be other agenda.
Okay. So would it make more sense then to talk about the goal-setting meeting that night? Or would people, okay. I'd rather wait until then.
Because Tom and Sue come.
Right, okay. That sounds good. Anything else before we adjourn our very long meeting tonight?
Don't
No.
get used to this.
Nice. Right, this is
Never
great.
happen again.
Okay, thank you.
Do we want to do finance subcommittee? Or wait till the 27th or 28th?
I think the 28th. I think we should wait and talk about the subcommittees and
Yeah.
make sure that's on the agenda for that
You want that
night.
on that meeting?
Yeah, we're going to have a list of all the committees that we should, and then we usually assign people to schools, so
Yep. So you want the subcommittees and school representatives on that meeting, the 28th?
I think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I agree.
We could do it.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Diane.
Yep.
Excellent.
Do you know if we have like a full meeting otherwise, though?
It's not overly full, but I already have things. We'll meet.
Okay, great. All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
We'll be to it.
Adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second.
All those in favor?
All right.